In Asia, key indexes from Hong Kong to Japan were up sharply after the U.S. announcement. Gold prices dropped more than $15. Oil saw its biggest gains in 2 months, and the dollar strengthened against the euro and the yen. But investment analyst Martin Henneke said the optimism was not likely to last.
Immediate reaction is positive in the Asian markets, so markets are up. However, before one becomes overly euphoric, we would caution that increasing the debt limit means increasing the debt, and too much debt was the problem in the first place in the United States.
On Wall Street, the euphoria quickly gave way to reality. The Dow Jones Industrial Average, up nearly 150 points before the opening bell, plunged into the red again for a 7th consecutive day Monday after a key manufacturing index showed U.S. factory production at the slowest pace in 2 years. Earlier gains in Europe also evaporated. Societe Generale's Marc Lansenour says all this talk of the U.S. debt appears to be highlighting problems closer to home.
More issue in U.S. debt markets will increase the Eurozone threats, and also what's next? I mean, you have Japan, which is not in a good shape from a government debt point of view, and even China. I mean, China is also in debt, and the public sector.
New economic reports show Chinese factory output fell to a 3-year low last month as manufacturers grappled with credit shortages and slowing global demand. China economic consultant Andrew Leung says the slowdown comes as the country's inflation is rising.
China, like the rest of the world, is at crossroads, a very, very important point in the world's development. And China is now trying to go for a slower but more sustainable model of growth.
Projected spending cuts contained in the U.S. debt deal could further slow growth in many export-driven economies as American consumer spending slows down. Investors say they will be watching the latest U.S. data for clues to the state of the U.S. economy. One of the key indicators, the Labor Department's monthly employment report, comes Friday. Mil Arcega, VOA News.